Hello, my name is Ilyndia Smith and I'm a controls engineer with Good Sense Automation. Today I'm going to teach you how to send a professional email. I am 23 years old, so this is for everybody, but my first thought was those transitioning from high school to college or from college to career. So let's start off. We're going to structure our thoughts before we even begin to type our email. We want to go ahead and get an idea of what we're asking for, what we want, and what we need, so we can get that so we can organize it very shortly and keep the email straight to the point. All right, so we're going to start off with who's it going to. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Who are you sending the email to? But you can also CC somebody onto the email. So let's say I am trying to check on an order that is out that we haven't received yet. So I am going to, my to is going to be who has my parts. My CC would be my boss because, of course, he wants to know where those parts are as well. And then we can also do a BC, which is a blind copy, which they won't know someone is attached to that email. The only people who know about the blind copy is you and who that blind copy is attached to. So once we have that figured out, we're going to move down to our subject line. And with our subject line, we want to be very clear and concise. So straight to the point, let's limit those words to maybe 6 and under, very short 6 words, so not those lengthy sentences. So once we have our subject, we're going to move down to the body. We have an introduction that we need to do first. So who are we talking to? So you want to begin with dear, hello, good afternoon, those type of things. So good afternoon, so-and-so, comma. So then we're going to move on down to our body. What are we asking for? Let's say there are a list of questions that you have, or there are a list of things that you want. If there is a list, we're going to avoid the paragraphs in all, and we're going to use bullet points or number lists so they can genuinely see what it is that you want, and there's no confusion of what you're asking for. So if that doesn't apply to you, we're going to skip past that, and we're going to move on to the body. So like I said, you want to be clear, straight to the point, and after this, I'm going to show you guys an example of an email that I have typed out. Once we have once we have completed the body of our paragraph, we want to end off with a closing. So that would be best regards, thank you for your time, something along those lines. But you also want to have your name there also, and so that that concludes the paragraph. But at the end of every email that you send, you need to have your contact information in order. So who are you? How can I reach you? What do you do? That type of thing. And you guys will see that in the email that I have prepared for you. And also, before you send that email, I want you to proofread it, not 1 time, but 5 times, and make sure that there's no slang, there's no words that you just use, you and your friend or that type of thing. It needs to be very professional. So if you have any questions about that, I recommend going to Grammarly. And that's where they will help you, or if you don't know how to say something exactly, they will give you better terminology to use. So once you are happy with what you have, you can send it out. But let's say that it is 9 o'clock at night, which is not the best time to send an email. You can also schedule an email to go out at 8 o'clock the next morning. All right, and that's all I have for you. So I've done a lot of talking, but now I think it's time for that I show you and explain what I mean. So here I have my info. I have my who is going to at info@goodsenseautomation.com, and then I have my subject line. It is an invitation to our company party. Very short, simple. I'm not discussing where the party is, what time the party is. It's not the area for that. We're gonna do that in the body. So then I move down here to my greeting, dear Shan. I hope this email finds you well. I'm excited to extend an invitation to an upcoming company event, which will take place on, I have my date, at, time, and my venue. So very short, straight to the point. We don't want to keep them there all day. Keep them looking at the email. What do they want? It's very clear. The event will be a great opportunity for our team to come together, celebrate our success, and plan for the future. We'll have a range of activities, games to enjoy, as well as some delicious food and drinks. Please RSVP to this email so we can make the necessary arrangements. We hope that you can make it, and we look forward to seeing you. Best regards.